Hi all, I hope this video finds you well. Since it's college application season and still early in the semester, I figured it was a perfect time to talk about engineering and surviving your first year at university. Whether you're just starting out or you're still figuring out how to survive your third year, this series is for you. If you're anything like me, you've probably spent hours researching tips and tricks for the first year of your degree. Kind of a survival guide to college, if you will. I know when I was preparing for my first semester, I definitely spent more hours than I'd care to mention watching videos, learning studying techniques, and trying to catalog my first year into a checklist of do's and don'ts. But here's the thing, it's not that easy. From how to study for exams to the importance of getting to know your professors, there were many things I didn't know when I first started my freshman year. There were tons of assignments finished at 3 a.m., office hours attended on the last day that I could attend them, and exams that asked for the type of understanding that I hadn't needed to apply ever before. So if this video finds you before you spend hours memorizing kinematic equations only to find out that the entire exam requires derivations from force equals mass times acceleration, then I've done my job. This is the first episode in a series all about surviving a STEM degree. Whether you're a first year or just trying to find your footing, we'll cover everything from how to study for STEM classes, to how to talk to a professor, and to how to, keep your life in balance while also taking these really, really tough classes. So today I'll be sharing 3 things I wish I'd known when I started: how to connect with professors, how to study for STEM-heavy classes, and why taking care of yourself matters more than you think it does. I said this earlier, but I can't stress it enough. Get to know your professors. They design the exams, the homework, and they have the final say on grades. So, and as well, if you're looking for research experiences, they're often working on projects and might have open positions. Plus, they're usually really cool people, and getting to know them helps make the semester feel more personal, especially in freshman and gen ed classes that often have hundreds of students. So, how to do this? Introduce yourself after the first lecture. Ask a thoughtful question, and bonus points if you've read ahead and can actually connect it to future material. Then step 2, use office hours. They're not just for homework help. They're actually a great way to build rapport and get a deeper understanding of the course content. Also, they're really useful for getting to know your professor because it's sort of one-on-one time that you don't have pretty much anywhere else. Tip 2, know how to study for STEM classes. Knowing your professor is great, but it won't really help much if you don't know how to study for their class. Here's a few things to keep in mind. 1, know the subject type. Math is all about practice and theory. Biology is a lot more memorization and conceptual understanding. Each class needs a different approach because they're all teaching you a different thing. Tip 2, credit hours are really important. The rule of thumb is 2 to 3 hours of studying per week per credit hour. So a 4 credit hour class, that's about 8 to 12 hours per week of studying outside of class time. And finally, tip number 3, and in my opinion the most important one, don't skip class. Even if attendance isn't required, go. I tried skipping Calc 3 classes because it was early and the lectures didn't help much, but studying from the book alone is not a great idea. Tip number 3, college is important, but living is more important. This one seems obvious, but trust me, it's very easy to forget. I've pulled caffeine-fueled all-nighters, skipped meals, and missed hangouts with friends during exam weeks. But here's what I've learned. Sleep, meals, and social time aren't optional. They're essential. School will be there in the morning. You can and should work around your life instead of erasing it. And finally, I guess burnout doesn't help you ace your exams. Taking care of yourself, though, that does. I'm not perfect at this either. Don't get the wrong idea. Just last week, I lost sleep, meals, and peace of mind trying to survive 3 exams in the short time span of 3 days. So I can't promise you that you'll always get this right. But I can promise you that you'll feel better and probably perform better if your life is in order. So yeah, those are a few things I wish I'd known when I started my STEM degree. To all the freshmen out there, good luck. And to those of us who've already been through it, drop your best tips in the comments. Let's help the new STEM students out. Thanks for watching, and good luck with all your exams, assignments, and projects. You've got this. See you next week.